She felt that her father was embarrassing her, so she would get off the car in advance every time she was about to reach the school gate. Compared with her father's broken car, the parents of her classmates all drove luxury cars to send her off, and the rich daughters in the distance drove Land Rover, which made Christine envious. She also had a very hot temper. If her mother said a few more words, she would open the car door in an extreme way. Her brother just tried to persuade her kindly, but she responded by yelling. Christine was not only extreme, but also a self-righteous guy. She always fantasized about going to the East Coast for college, those universities full of cultural atmosphere, and thought that the surrounding schools were not worthy of her. She called the roughness of her life a slum, and walked in the rich area with her bestie all day, fantasizing about living in those beautiful houses on the street. But she didn't know what life was like. This movie is worth everyone's careful experience. It clearly shows the ignorance of youth and the process of a person's mentality change. Christine's family is like most ordinary families. There are always problems when she is with her mother. 1 second, the mother and daughter were in tears because of a speech, and the next second, they had a quarrel because of a disagreement. Her mother's words were always harsh to her. Christine was very dissatisfied with her current school, but her mother said that with the current family situation, it was a luxury for her to go to high school. Unwilling to listen to her mother's nagging, she opened the car door and jumped out. This was the extreme rebellion in her bones. She gave herself a new name, Lady Bird. Miss Bird was also a rebellious little bird. She even put her own photo on the bird.
I think it's a little upsetting.
The journey home from get off work every day was the most relaxing time for her mother. There was no work, no family, and no worries. In order to fulfill her dream of going to an East Coast university, Christine, who was not easy to worry about, asked her father to help her apply for a scholarship loan without telling her mother. The father hesitated to speak. In fact, the family could no longer afford it. But she still promised Christine to do her best. Later, Christine participated in the selection of the drama club. She found a handsome boy named Danny in the audience, and the seeds of love were planted. At night, she wrote Danny's name quietly on the wall of her boudoir. Luckily, Christine and her best friend were both selected, but she was arranged as a substitute. That day, she met Danny's family in the supermarket. She mustered up the courage to go up and say hello to them. For Christine, if you like someone, you should pursue him bravely. Later, the two of them got closer and closer. At a dance at school, they hugged each other tightly.